Hey everyone, I'm Stacy, the 911 Stitcher. Welcome to my channel about cross stitch and crafting. This is video 103, where I'm going to talk about some cross stitching. I'm going to talk about things I've been working on, new charts that are coming out for us to stitch. I'm going to talk about all things fabric related, thread related. Sometimes I talk about yarn related. I like to talk about crochet, knitting. I love yarn, but today's just going to be about cross stitching and things I've been working on and stuff, things coming up in the cross stitch world. So how was your New Year's, everybody? Did you have a happy New Year? I hope you did. Mine is always quiet. I never go out on New Year's Eve. I stay home with my babies. My shepherds are home. Max, the baby, didn't care anything about the fireworks that were going on. And it kind of made me laugh because Southern California, as you know, we are a very, very dry, drought-ridden place. However, these last 2 weeks have been full of rain. It's been crazy, and it's been so great. It's been so wonderful. So you can feel a difference in the air, even when you're breathing it. Instead of breathing this nasty, awful air, it's been like clearer, and it's just, I can tell a difference in allergy-wise. It's just been so much cleaner. So we have been thankful to have the rain, and it's been great. So it was pouring down rain, and there are still people out there lighting fireworks for New Year's Eve. So my dogs are scared. My older one especially, he doesn't like the fireworks at all. He gets scared. So we always stay home with them. They are never left alone. Max pretty much doesn't care anything about fireworks. He just doesn't care. So we stayed home, had a quiet New Year's Eve. We had shrimp cocktail and all kinds of food. We always go all out on food, for the holidays, even if it's just the two of us. So Deuce, my German Shepherd, my older boy, I don't think you can see him. I don't even see an ear. He's behind me. He's always usually behind me in my videos. So if you hear any strange noises, if you hear heavy breathing, if you hear any burping or tooting or anything like that, it's this guy. It's not me. He always joins me for videos. So anyway, he might make an appearance later. So let's talk about what's going on. What else is going on? I am leaving on Wednesday for the Attic Needlework Shop in Mesa, Arizona. I am so excited. They have a retreat called January Symposium. It's all about samplers. Nicola Parkman is coming from the UK, I believe. I'm pretty sure. And there's a few other instructors that'll also be there. And I'm blank right now thinking about who's going to be there. There's always a great selection of presenters there. Vicky from Needlework Press is there sometimes. Kathleen from Cross Stitch Antiques. Claudia from Dutch Treat Designs. There's just all kinds of designers. Those are just a few. And they're all fantastic. So it's going to be a great weekend. I actually have close friends coming in that belong to my Zoom group and my stitching Zoom group and my Facebook group. So we've been close friends for several years. Some are coming as far away as Hawaii, Colorado. Everybody's coming from all over to meet, and we're all meeting. Most of us are meeting Wednesday. My friend Gina's coming Thursday. We're super excited. We always get there early so we can sit and stitch together, have a few days to get together, go to dinner together and stuff. Then the retreat starts on Friday night. So I will be there. Let me know if any of you guys will be there too. I would love to see you and meet up with you. Please come up and say hello to me. I would love it. Okay, I decided not to do the Modern Folk Embroidery stitch along. I have showed that several times in the last couple of videos. It's a gorgeous piece. Now, I did buy it, and I have all intention of stitching it someday. I'm just not going to start it right now. I'm going to wait a little bit. I have not chosen my colors, and I told you guys before, I am very indecisive when it comes to colors. There are some favorites. DMC 115, that beautiful variegated red. I love it. Although this time I want to use the two colors that are called for, I think. And they're like a blue, dark blue and gold, I think, or like a darkish brownish gold. So a lot of people are changing the colors. Some are doing blues, some are doing greens. I've seen different starts. So the first part of the release of the chart, it's a mystery stitch along, has already been released on the Modern Folk Embroidery website. And I'm already seeing people's progress. It's amazing. People have just chosen some great colors, made changes to the colors, and stitching it in colors that they want to. It's just, they're doing it. I love following everybody's progress. So I am gonna wait and not start that. Also, another stitch along that just started Comes out in parts. It's a mystery stitch along. That is Fox and Rabbit. It is on the Fox and Rabbit website. I think it's .com, Fox and Rabbit. I'll put it down below for you guys. It is a free stitch along. Now, Karen, is that her name? Karen and Brendan, they do an amazing job with this chart. Every year it's a big, beautiful chart, and it comes out, I believe, in 12 pieces. So every month they release a new part, and you don't really get to see it until it's all, you know, the next month comes. The fun, fabulous thing, again, is seeing the choices that, I'm choking. The fun thing is seeing all the colors of the threads that people choose for the mystery stitch along. That's what makes it so fun. So take a look at Fox and Rabbit's website and take a look at the free stitch along. It is available, I believe, for free for 1 year. Go down to the bottom, it'll say 2023 mystery stitch along. So much fun. It's called Royal Gardens. And already the first month is gorgeous. It's just beautiful. So let's talk about giveaway winners while I'm thinking about it. Did I move the camera? I think I did. While I'm thinking about it, let's talk about giveaway winners from the last video. We had some fantastic bags from Pinky Promises Designs. Wanda sent 2 bags for you guys. So I chose a winner using the YouTube random comment picker. I pick a word that I mentioned in the last video. It shuffles, and it also filters out duplicates. It also checks people that have accidentally commented on someone else's comment. So it's kind of cool because it incorporates everybody, but it also filters out anybody that put in twice. So the mermaid bag was number 1. Wanda put together this gorgeous quilted bag, and look at the size of it. It's a really good size bag. The mermaid is just beautiful. It is embroidered. It's just incredible. So the winner of the mermaid bag, and I'll show your response here, it's Heidi HC. So Heidi, congratulations. I will flash my email address here. You've won the mermaid bag. I will get that out to you after I come back from the retreat. So giveaway winners, if you don't hear from me at the end of this week or this week, I will write to you as soon as I get back from Phoenix. I will be back on Sunday, and I'll get right back to you. Know that these are not going to be mailed to you for about a week at least. So Heidi HC, congratulations. Giveaway winner number 2. It was another bag from Wanda, and it was a scissor bag. Remember this one, how gorgeous it was? These are big bags, and they are, like I said, they're quilted. They're beautiful bags. You also get some thread tags inside from Wanda. So the winner of the scissor bag is Karen Solnier. Karen, get a hold of me through email. I'd be happy to send you your bag. Next up, we had Fat Quarter Shop has sent some really wonderful giveaways for you guys. I have more again today. The quilting patterns, remember those that I showed in the last video? These are coming together, and a lot of you were really loving, especially the ones with the spools. So this is for quilters, and the winner for this one is Debbie Wakefield. So Debbie, send me your address. I will get back to you as soon as possible. When I get back from the trip, I'll mail them to you. Next, we have Rudolph, and the winner of Rudolph, isn't that adorable? This is by, it's So Emma. It's available on Fat Quarter Shop. This I love. The winner of this one is Yvonne Vigil. So Yvonne, congratulations. Next, the cookie cutter ornaments. These were popular. These are just so much fun. It is a book. So you can see there's a little bit of, there's several pages here. And I don't want to open it up. The glare is a little hard to see, but they're all Christmas cookie cutter type decorations for you to stitch. There's a little snowman. He's pretty easy to see. Maybe the front page might be better. There's a Rudolph in there, a skate. The cookie cutter ornaments is on Fat Quarter Shop. The winner for this one, Mary Lou W. So get a hold of me, Mary Lou. Next, we had the Fortnite Fabric 32 count fabric, and I had to laugh because this color is just amazing. It's so beautiful. The winner of this one, I couldn't read the name of it. I couldn't read what he said. It's Dancing Queen. That's the name of the color of this fabric. So the winner of this one is Dee Johnson. Get a hold of me, Dee. Last but not least, we have 14 count Lavender Whisper, a beautiful, beautiful white. I'm going to put it against white. Lavender Whisper is really, really pretty. It's a light purplish, very, very light color. The winner of this one is Pat Wiggers. So congratulations, Pat. Get a hold of me. I will send it out to you guys. I have more giveaways at the end of this video. Let's talk about plans for the new year. I did have a new start, which I'm going to show you in a few minutes. The next thing I plan to start that's big, I'm only going to start maybe 2. I say that now, but we'll see what happens. My birthday's in March, at the very, very, very end of March. I'm going to start a peacock, a unicorn, and a badger. This is by the Scarlet Letter. It is gorgeous. I have decided to do DMC thread on 32 count fabric. I am going to darken the water a little bit. I've seen some finishes with the DMC. It's beautiful, beautiful. But I am going to darken the water just a little bit to match this color. I pulled out the called for fabric. It's kind of more of a whiter color. So I want the water to be blue. DMC is going to give me the flexibility to, if I want to go a little deeper in color, I will. I thought about silks. I thought about Vicky Clayton silks. I thought about Soie d'Auger silks, but I'm limited because I don't have a needlework store near me that carries that. So the attic would be the only thing, and that's 5 hours away. So if I wanted to change a color, it would be so hard for me to do that through the computer. So I think DMC is going to be a lot better for me to play with color. If I wanted to, I will probably stitch it just the way it is. And if I wanted to go a little deeper on color, I have more flexibility with DMC because I could just go down to Hobby Lobby and grab new colors. So anyway, a peacock, a uniform, a badger. This will be a stitch along with my very, very good friend Bettina, who lives in Germany. And she wanted to start something on my birthday. So what a fun time this is going to be. Here's some close-up pictures of the animals, the pear, the different floral motifs. I'm going to show the front a little closer so you can see there's the unicorn and just an amazing chart, and it it is full coverage. So I can't wait. I love full coverage. It's going to be beautiful. That's my plan for March for my birthday start. Other plans to do more of my own finishing. Now, I have done finishing before. I'm rusty. I've gotten out of it. After I had arm surgery a few months back, I was not allowed to do any kind of finishing. I could not do a lot with my hand. I have no arm strength. Only recently have I been allowed to carry things. Have I been allowed to lift and push and pull? Not that finishing requires some serious exercise here, but unless you make a strawberry, because when you've got I'll show this one that I always show. Once you've got this happens to be fabric. When you make this and you do a running stitch around the top, you can see where it's all gathered. You use heavy upholstery thread, do a running stitch up and down around the top of it, and then you take it and you have to pull really hard. It takes some hand strength. And for me, that's very hard. So I'm finally able to start giving that a try, pulling that upholstery thread to make it really, really, really tight. Then you make your fabric, close it all the way out, because you're going to start with it about this big. Fill it up with what you want your strawberry to be filled with, and then close it up to about the size of a dime or a nickel, and about that big. So you can see you're going to really have to, then you have to take a needle and a thread and sew across the top, pull it really, really hard closed. And then that way you can get that little teeny tiny size. Now you're ready to finish and put the topper on. So you can see sometimes finishing you really need to use your hands and stuff. And I haven't been able to do that. So I feel rusty in sewing. I feel a little rusty in making little mini pillows. I'm going to show you a pillow in a few minutes. Now I have made pillows. I'm going to show you the back of it. I've made pillows like this. I have several of them that I've made in the past. Now these aren't ones that I've made, but there's a few down in another room that I've made, and I can do a pillow no problem. That doesn't take any hand exercise, but I still haven't done any finishing. I'm rusty. I'm a little uncomfortable with doing it again. that's a goal for this year. Start doing more finishing and start getting confidence back again in turning my cross stitch project into a finish. So that's a goal, another goal. Okay, let's talk about this that I just showed. I wanted to show something that I cross stitched that was turned into a finish. I sent several finished cross stitches to Pfeiffer to have her finish them and sew them up into something really beautiful. I showed some in the last couple of videos, and I'm going to show you another. This is Stitching with the Housewives. It is so much fun. This was a lot of fun. Now, if you look, I'm going to show you a picture of the actual chart. Notice at the bottom, there's a whole bunch of houses at the bottom. I didn't stitch those. I left that off because I only wanted the recipe. So you'll see in the picture of the houses down below, and this is my finish. Let me fix this light real quick. It's a little dark. Okay, so this is my finish, and it came out so cute. I'm going to show it a little bit more up close. So you can see I stopped at the bottom of the recipe. I only wanted the recipe part of it. When you have a cross stitch chart, you don't have to stitch the whole thing. You can actually look at little parts of it, stitch that, and make it into an ornament. I've mentioned that several times in videos in the past. So I did this on 20 count black Aida, and it just, Vanna turned it into a beautiful, beautiful finish. This is the back again. And it's a nice, thick, sturdy pillow that actually can stand up. I've got a couple stands back here where I've got more pillows sitting up. You can get your stands at like an arts and crafts shop, and they sit real nice. Or I've got my tier tray. I can also sit it in my tier tray for a display. And it's just so cute. I am so happy with this. I think she did a phenomenal job. But Vanna takes the time to teach you. If you watch her YouTube videos, go to Vanna Pfeiffer. Take a minute to watch it and give it a try, because that's what I did. And when I came out with finished pillows, I felt like $1,000. I felt so good about myself and confident that I could continue doing something with my cross stitch to turn it into something. Ornaments or flat folds or little mini pillows, anything you can think of. Vanna has videos listed on YouTube for you to learn. And believe me, if I can do it, you can do it. So anyway, finish number 1. This just came out so cute. It's called Gingerbread Cookies by Stitching with the Housewives. And that's my finish for today's video. So cute. Okay, what have I been working on? I have been working on, let's see here. And again, that was on black Aida, 20 count. Okay, let's show 2 finishes. I have 2 finishes that I got done, but I have not turned them into anything yet. This was so much fun. This is on 56 count. I know, it's small. It is Christmas in My Heart by Lottie Da. This is, let me show it up close. I decided not to stitch. If you can see here, there are little flecks of orange dots, which is cute because it's coming from the candle. I decided not to stitch these here. I only did the candle part. So I switched the fabric, and I just wanted it on something different. So it's by Lottie Da, Christmas in My Heart. Here's my finish. I did it on, let's see, what did I do it on? I did it on 56 count Duxbury by Fox and Rabbit. So this is my finish. I wanted it to look old, and I wanted it to look crusty and antique-y. So I think this fabric is just perfect. So you can see all I wanted was that little candle showing orange. I'll show it real close so you can see. There's the candle. It's much brighter right here. So you can see the only orange is the candle light, and I love it. It's perfect. It's exactly what I wanted. So 56 count Duxbury by Fox and Rabbit. That's the fabric. And I tried using DMC, because sometimes I can get away with using 1 strand of DMC on 56 count. I couldn't do that this time because it's really tight when they dyed. You know, sometimes dyed fabric can come out a little bit tighter, and it was too thick. So I did have some silk, and I used 103 silks one strand. You just pull it off the spool and it worked perfect. It's a very, very, very dark gray. So that's finish number 1, Christmas in My Heart by Lottie Da. I just love how the only orange is that. That's exactly what I wanted. So anyway, that was fun. Finish number 1. Finish number 2, I think you guys, if you've been watching, know what it is. It is my favorite. This is by Prairie Schooler, and I'll show you the chart. Woodland Santa. And it's book number 96. I will show you them up close. So they're all woodland type foresty animals. I did this one up here. Now take a look at the chart. The deer is 2 different colors. I didn't like that. I didn't want him to be 2 different colored deer. Santa has a lighter red and a darker red on his coat. I didn't like that either. So I wanted his coat to all be one color. Now I could see if this part right here was an inside of the leg, like maybe the coat flew open. Of course it's going to be darker than the outside because there's no light, but it's not. If you look at it, it's still the outside of the coat. So I decided to do, it's a little blurry because this picture is a little blurry. Anyway, so if you look, it's all one coat. I wanted that all to be one color. So I think that's the only change that I made was I didn't want the deer 2 different colors. You can see at the neck is where the 2 different colors meet. And then I wanted Santa to be I wanted his coat to be one color. So again, this is called Woodland Santa's book number 96. And here is my finish. Isn't he something? Oh my goodness. I love him. I'll show him up close. So again, there's the candle. See the candle with just one color of orange? I did brighten the green a little bit to $8.95. The red is $4.98. That's the only changes I made. Everything else is called for. I think he came out just beautiful. And I love it. It's a little more stitching than I thought. Sometimes I look at charts and think, oh, I'll get that done really fast. It's not. It's a lot of stitching. But wow, it's my favorite. I just loved this. And the tree leaves, you really have to pay attention because they're easy to stitch, but you just kind of have to pay attention to where you're stitching so you don't get lost or you don't make a mistake. This is on 20 count vintage country mocha, and I just used DMC. But the red and the green are the only colors I changed. And I love the little puppet. See the puppet hanging out of his sack, and I love little candy. I think that's really cute too. Anyway, Woodland Santa by Prairie Schooler. That is my next finish on vintage country mocha fabric. 20 count. Very fun. I love how that came out. I do plan on doing the other ones in this booklet as well. Okay, let's talk about a new start. I had a couple new starts. Because I finished Woodland Santa, I decided to start another Prairie Schooler. This Prairie Schooler is from the booklet called Birdsong 2, book 129. I am finally over my cold. Remember last video I had the flu and I had a little bit of a cold going on. I'm finally better. I'm a little tired. I'm still tired every day, but the coughing and the hacking's gone, but I'm still get a little bit choked up. So Birdsong number 2. Now take a look at this. Remember a few minutes ago, I just said, take a look at a chart. Maybe there's something in there that you could stitch without having to stitch the whole thing. See this right here? The bird with the nest and the trees. Look at what they did down here. There it is. And how adorable is this? So that's what I'm stitching right now. So see, here's the big chart. Take one small part of the chart and just make it into something really cute, like a little mini pillow, or this happens to be a flat finish. So someone made it into like a little flat finish or an ornament for a display. How cute would that be for like a spring display? Yeah, that would be really cute. So not much of a start. I used Vintage Country Mocha. Now the funny thing is, this is a full coverage chart. So I should have just used white. I should have just used or an ivory, a plain color, because you're not going to really see the background anyway. But I started on vintage country mocha because that's what I'm kind of used to, because I like the modeling. See the modeling color in the fabric? That's what I'm used to. And so anyway, it is a full coverage little piece. That's a lot of stitching in that whole design. That's a lot of stitching. So anyway, the little one here, which comes from that, is all full coverage. The white background is not white. It's 928, which is a light blue. Full coverage. So I started stitching last night and I'm like, oh my goodness, this is going to be a full coverage piece. But I have a lot of progress. It doesn't look like it, but if you look at the little bird, I've already got the bird done. So now I can work on the nest, the eggs, and the trunk of the trees. So very, very cute. I'll keep working on this. I'll probably take it with me to the retreat on Wednesday. Next, I've been working on another new start. This is called Beautiful Large Floral Parrot. Now I'm going to show you what it looks like on white, and then I'm going to show you a picture of what it looks like on black. What a difference. Okay, so here's white, and it's pretty. Of course, my printer isn't as vibrant as the colors. Okay, here's white. Wait till you see black, and I'm stitching it on black. Okay, ready? Here's white. Here's black. What a difference. It's crazy. It is so beautiful. And here's my progress. So here's my start. I'm working on that red rose. I've already got over 1,000 stitches in. I'm doing it on 32 count black. This is actually all black. It's not gray. It kind of looks a little gray with the light. So anyway, it's going to be amazing. I'll show you the chart again. Take a look at the red rose. I'm starting in the middle. So take a look at the red rose and then take a look at my progress. Pretty awesome, huh? This is absolutely going to be incredible. I'm going to keep working on this. I will have more progress for you next time. It's all DMC. And again, 32 count black Lugana. I'm not having any trouble stitching on it. I have good lighting, and I had a little problem starting. Like, you can't kind of see the holes at first. Once you get thread in there, for some reason, to me, it's a little easier. Anyway, beautiful. It looks 3D in a way. It's just gorgeous. So I'm going to continue progress on that. Let's talk about some more whips I've been working on. I'm going to show you a picture of Modern Folk Embroideries, birds from Bernard's books. The fabric I'm using is 46 count, so it's very small. 46 count peanut brittle by Leo and Roxy, and here's my progress. This fabric is so beautiful. I ended up getting another yard of it. Look at how gorgeous this fabric. I don't know if it's available. Leo and Roxy comes from the website evertotes.ca. Evertotes is one of my favorite fabric companies, and they have great customer service. I love them. So anyway, that's my progress. I did work on that middle motif here. I'm going to continue working on the border. This is just 310, I believe, DMC 310. And again, 46 count. So these stitches are tiny, tiny, tiny stitches. It's so beautiful. This fabric, though, is one of my favorites. I think Prairie Schoolers would look good on this, too. So anyway, birds from Bernard's books is my next whip. The next one I've been working on is another favorite. It is, every time I post it on my Instagram, people go crazy over this. They love it. I get a lot of messages about it, too. This is Watermelon Tourmaline by Carolyn Manning. Now, we had a stitch along in my Facebook group for anybody that wanted to stitch a Carolyn Manning chart. So I jumped on and chose this one, Watermelon Tourmaline by Carolyn Manning. She has her own website. These are also available all over as a hard copy. I got this as a PDF and I put it into Pattern Keeper. So same with the last one that I showed. I put a lot of these charts that are PDFs in Pattern Keeper. This actually printed really pretty from my printer. Sometimes my printer doesn't print that well. They're kind of faded. And this came out really good. So anyway, my progress, 32 count, and this is my progress. I'm trying to get good. There's good lighting. Okay, 32 count, Seraphim fabric. It's called Dusty Road. This is a full coverage piece, so fabric really isn't going to make much of a difference. When you frame it, you might see a little bit right up in here of fabric. But anyway, can you imagine this? When this is all done, this is going to be spectacular. It's beautiful. And it's just fun to work on when you, like on a Zoom, like if you're on a stitching Zoom, it's just fun to work on because it's not, you just fill in really. So I did get, this is all white in here. So that is stitched all in here, and I'm making my way to the right. So that is Watermelon Tourmaline by Carolyn Manning. So beautiful. Okay, that's what I've been working on. Let me move this out of the way a little bit. Those are everything I've been working on. Let's talk about some new releases real quick. Actually, you know what? Let's show some stash. Now, I haven't bought a lot. There's been some sales on some PDFs, so I did buy a couple of things. Fat Quarter Shop sent some fun things for me to stick in your bags. They sent a seam ripper. So one of you as a giveaway is going to receive the little seam ripper. It's called the Unstitcher. It's cute. So one of you will have this in your bag. One of you will also have, actually, you know what? No, I'm going to save this for a giveaway. I have a couple charts that are farm related, and they sent this adorable needle minder. It's a chicken. So I will put those together for a future giveaway. Isn't he cute? It's so cute. They also send a lot of quilting supplies. So what I'm going to do for the next quilting giveaway, I'm going to throw in some essentials that they sent. This happens to be called Dog Ear Clipper Tool. And you can see where they're working on a triangle piece. And so I will throw this in one of the quilter winners' bags. Maybe the quilter winner that won today. That's a good idea. They always send really good quilting stuff too. So maybe I will send that in yours as well. Lots of good giveaway stuff from them. I bought, and I've had this for a while, but I pulled it out because I want to start sewing again. I want to start doing some sewing projects. I have a St. Patrick's one that's all cut out, ready to go. It is quilted, but it's small. It's only a table runner about this big for my, like a centerpiece for a table, like a mat. So that's all cut out. I'll show that in another video once I start piecing that together. The next thing that I bought is a little pot holder, and I thought that is going to be a good way for me to practice sewing again. And here he is. I don't remember where I got him. Oh, yes, I do. Shabby Fabrics. And they have a website. I buy a lot from Shabby Fabrics. So he's a pot holder. Look at the size. It's not that big. It is applique. And you can see the kit here. Shabby Fabrics has some really great stuff. So I bought this one to get started on him. I do work on Christmas projects all year. Let's talk about some patterns that this one I kitted up. Not ready to stitch it yet, but I did kit up Calico Confectionery Fall Most of All. Calico Confectionaries on Etsy. That's really pretty. So I went to Hobby Lobby, got the thread colors for this. Calico Confectionery, it's a PDF I got. That's kitted up. Let me put this back in here. The next thing that I bought was some more PDFs. This is a new release that I was going to show at the end, but I'll show it now. I'll show the picture of it from their website or from their Instagram. It comes out a lot better in color. This is gorgeous. I had to buy it. So stay tuned to the end when I show new releases, because I'm going to show this again and the colors are much brighter. This is just a printed PDF copy that I purchased this past weekend. So the name is it is Crocetta a Go-Go. Put this all together as one word and look on Etsy And I believe these are also going to needlework shops. So look, take a look. They're going to be out there. And Crocetta A Go-Go is on Etsy. That's where I got it because I like PDFs. And it's called Winter Sampler. Now I'm going to show it up close so you can see the owl. There's a fox in here. There's little squirrels. That massive house is amazing. The trees. You know what I like so much about this is that it's called Winter Sampler, but it's not like your typical sampler with alphabet and a heavy border going around, which I still love, but this one is just so different. So let me show it up close and I'll pull it back a little bit at the end. So you can see the border, you can see the animals. It is absolutely adorable. I love the white snow. Vintage Country Mocha might look pretty good with this. I don't know if it says what it was stitched on. Let me take a look. Fabric recommended, it says Vintage Country Mocha. Did I call that or what? It also says Lino Zweigart Edinburgh. I don't know Edinburgh. I don't know what that is. 35 count. That's what the model is. Lino Zweigart Edinburgh 35 count, but the color Vintage Country Mocha. So yes, absolutely gorgeous. I will show the better picture at the end. Next, I ended up getting from Stitching with the Housewives, Hot Cocoa. Again, not the greatest picture in the whole world because it's coming from my printer, but that's what it looks like. Santa's Hot Cocoa. That's very cute. I'll be stitching that for sure. What a cute finish though, huh? Very cute. The next one that I got is called Scary Sampler. It's by Heartstring Samplery. This was a popular one back in market. Here's what it looks like. Isn't that beautiful? What I didn't know is that's the Death Star from Star Wars, or it looks like it. And I love the little creepy motifs. I like the skeleton. I love everything about this chart. Look at the back, the graveyard scene on the back of the chart. How fun. So this is by Heartstring Samplery, and it's called Scary Sampler. And that's what it looks like. I'm so shaky. This arm, I think, is always going to be shaky. This is my surgery arm. Okay, next. So that was Scary Sampler. I love that. I love spooky type of stitch stuff. Okay, I happen to be watching Melanie Watkins on Flosstube or YouTube. I'm going to link her down below. She also has a Facebook group called Soulful Stitching. I'll put that down there as well. She happened to show 2 charts from Little House Needleworks. Now, I love watching Melanie because she always has things I want to stitch. She always has such beautiful progress and fun stitch along sort of ideas. Like, you don't have to stitch along, but if you join, it really helps you with progress. It helps you get to a finish. It helps you, like, she has different ideas of how to take a project. Right now she's doing a year of whips, works in progress, where you take, she can explain it in her last video, but what you're going to do is take if you do multiple projects like I do, take some that you want to finish this year and work towards a finish. And she has other things to go with it. But anyway, so she ended up doing on, I think it was her last video, she showed a couple charts from Little House Needleworks. So you, like me, you know, I look on the internet all the time. I'm always on Instagram, and I think I've seen all the charts. And then you see one and you're like, oh, how have I not seen this chart? It's so beautiful. And then when you see Melanie stitching it, you're like, I need to get that chart. So this is, let's take this out. Little House Needleworks. So this one is Lantern Lane. Now this has been around. There's been a lot of people stitching it. But see, this picture doesn't do it justice. When you see it stitched up, it is beautiful. And Melanie shows her progress. It's so pretty. The other one that she showed, that she started, is called, it's also by Little House Needleworks, and it's called Little House Neighborhood. It's gorgeous stitched up. It's so pretty. So these 2 charts I bought after watching Melanie. So fun. I will be probably kitting this up soon because it's just gorgeous. The house is beautiful. What is that red? Lancaster Red by Weeks Dye Works. Anyway, these were the two that I just bought. Another one I kitted up, which I've shown in the past, and this is not going to get started right away. This is also by Calico Confectionery, the one that I mentioned on Etsy. This is called Shine On Harvest Moon. Isn't that beautiful? Oh my goodness, that's so pretty. I stitch fall, I stitch Christmas all year round. So, okay, let's talk about new releases real quick, and then I'll get to giveaways. We're doing good on time. New releases. These are cross-stitch charts that are coming out or have recently come out, and they are going to be available at needlework shops. If you don't see them on their Etsy shop, if they happen to have one or a website, a lot of times they want to give needlework shops the first option for people to buy, and then they'll show them available on their website. Sometimes it just goes straight to the website. So let's talk about some new releases, and some of them are so pretty. They're all pretty, but some of them I'm like, oh, I have to have that. Primrose Cottage, we have Loads of Love. Isn't that just the colors? So pretty. I love the two colors, the colors together. I mean, it's more than two colors, but the primary colors together are so pretty. Okay, two of them I'm going to show together. Hey Sweetheart, and there's Snow Place. There's Snow Place Like Home. These are both Primrose Cottage designs or stitches. Primrose Cottage stitches, I think it is, on Etsy. Put it all together. Put Primrose Cottage together. It should come up. Okay, next we have a French, beautiful, beautiful company. Their charts are amazing. Am I stitching one of them? Yes, I'm stitching G. Leger by Reflet de Soie. And this new one is called Hermine Blanche 1899. And I'm going to show you, these are my notes, but I want you to see how to spell it. It looks like Germaine, Germaine, Blanche 1899. So that way you can see because I know I'm not pronouncing it right, but check this out. Isn't it just absolutely gorgeous? I love the motifs on this. That'll be one I'll get for sure. Okay, there's been two more releases by Pansy Patch Quilts and Stitchery. Now she's on Etsy, but I know that she releases these through Fat Quarter Shop is doing a stitch along. I believe Kimberly at Fat Quarter Shop is doing the houses all together. Or I shouldn't say, are they houses? Yeah, because the series is called The Houses on Pumpkin Lane. And this is 5 and 6. So we have Butternut House and Candy Apple House. I will be stitching these, but separately. Now, I think Kimberly's doing them all together, and Fat Quarter Shop is having a stitch along. So check out their Instagram, check out their Facebook. It's on there somewhere about the stitch along. But 5 and 6, how beautiful. Butternut House and Candy Apple House. If you guys remember from the last video, I'll flash a picture here. This is my finish from Pansy Patch Quilts and Stitchery. It was so fun. In fact, you know what? Is that one of mine? No, I'm going to give away my chart. So that'll probably be in the next video. Okay, the next new release, let's talk about 4 of them. I'm going to show them all at once. We have the 2022 Collector's Heart series by Heart in Hand. After that, to the right, we have Sweetheart's Perfect. No, I'm sorry. The first one is 2022 Collector's Heart. To the right is Sweethearts. Then we have Perfect Snowman. After that, we have Winter White Whirligig. Isn't that fun? Okay, let me show the last one by Crocetta A Go-Go on Etsy. And it's the winter sampler one that I told you I just bought. Let me show you what it looks like in their picture, because it's so pretty. Okay, let's talk giveaways. So giveaway number 1 is a chart that I actually am done with. And I pulled my pillow, it was sitting right here. I pulled it off so you can see the finish of it. So this giveaway number 1 is Little House Needleworks, the Stitching Bee. It is so cute. Now check it out. I stitched this last year, I think, and here is my finish. Isn't this adorable? So I sent this off to be finished. This is my cross stitch piece right here. She added the black ribbon and the honeycomb fabric. And then the ribbon with the charm on it with the bee. This is the back. Isn't this just an adorable finish? I showed this several videos back. And it's so cute. It was finished by either Kathy, she's on Facebook, Finishing by Kathy, or Faye Rigsby. One of the two finished it. I'm going to have to look it up and let you guys know. But isn't that just, it is just beautiful. It's such a beautiful, beautiful pillow. So that was displayed earlier in the video back here. So anyway, if you guys are interested in giveaway number 1, it is my chart, my copy. There are no marks on it. Just put that you're interested in the bee chart, B-E-E. And this is giveaway number 1 for the next video. This chart is, not the pillow. The chart is. If you're interested in stitching it, put in for it. Giveaways. I always have to say this every video. You have to be 18 because I asked your address. Don't say the word giveaway or free or anything like that in comments below. So giveaway number 1, your keyword in the comments below in your YouTube area, type me a comment and just say I'm interested in the bee chart. Very cute. Little House Needleworks. The next one was it was a chart that was given to me. I think I did this as a giveaway in the past. It was not claimed. If you're a sampler stitcher, check out Mrs. Campbell, 1805. Isn't that beautiful? That's pretty. It's by Hands Across the Sea, and it comes in a spiral, like a notebook type of chart. So pretty. DMC Soie d'Alger and a Soie 103 conversion on the back. And then, of course, inside is your chart. So giveaway number 2, you're going to say, I want the Hands Across the Sea chart. This is the only Hands Across the Sea this time. Here it is up close if you want to look again. And it says, Mrs. Campbell Ohan, keep your work clean and your attention in it. Let me put some glasses on for Pete's sake. Mrs. Campbell Oban, keep your work clean and pay attention to it. Makes more sense now. January 3rd, 1805. That's pretty awesome. Okay, so giveaway number 2, put Hands Across the Sea chart. Number 3, I have some really pretty color and cotton, 32 count. I do have giveaways for other counts coming up. This just happened to be one that I wanted to, let's see if I can get a better picture. It's kind of just an off-white, you can see it's kind of a tan color. Very, very pretty. This is by Color and Cotton. It is 32 count Lugana. It was the March Fabric of the Month Club. I have so many of this color, so I thought maybe you guys would like one. You are going to put in fabric. That is your keyword, fabric. The last giveaway is a duplicate chart that I have from Prairie Schooler. I bought it twice accidentally. This is called, it is book 63, Christmas Samplers. And this is what it looks like. So I have 2 of these. And what they are 'Twas the Night Before Christmas. It's got the wording of Christmas. It's got the words from Oh Christmas Tree. And it also has the words, and the friendly beast around him stood, the donkey, shaggy and brown, the cow. Anyway, it talks about the animals. So this is giveaway number, is it 4? What you're going to do, your keyword for this one is the Christmas Sampler. If you're interested in this chart, the Christmas Samplers. These are really neat. So those are your giveaways. Feel free to put in for more than one of them if you'd like. You're more than welcome. One winner will be picked for each one. I use the random comment picker, and that's it for today's video. So I leave Wednesday. If you are going to the attic retreat, let me know. Come up, say hello. I'd love to see you. I will be back shortly after I get back on Sunday. If I don't do a video that week, I'll do it the week after. We'll have a regular YouTube video and I'll announce the giveaway winners. Thanks everybody for joining me. Take care and we'll see you later.